Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. Happy, what is today? Wednesday? Happy hump day to you. We're looking at Kaspa once more. I get a lot of requests for this and I mentioned I'd keep an eye on it. And it's actually doing some good stuff. And the reason why we want to talk about this because we are actually breaking above the descending trend line. So that's really extremely good news. Also want to kind of bring to your attention as well a handful of other factors for our indicators. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, love to teach people to trade. Hope you can learn something today. You want to become a better trader? CryptoCash.tech is our website. Our homepage looks something like this. Technically, this is our Discord with our results here. We just took 42% profit in 22 hours from a Bitcoin short. That's all available for our community members, right? We actually have day trades, swing trades, and a really awesome situation there. I'm assuming actually that day trades are coming. We'll have that available in the next couple of weeks, but generally speaking, that's a big part of what we have here, and it's a really cool feature. So be sure to check that out in your own time. And obviously, if you want to stay abreast on some really cool stuff, check out our Twitter. We got some awesome things coming here, mostly fundamental technical datas. Also, of course, videos that I release, kind of giving you some ideas what's going on. Quick heads up too, in case you didn't know, crypto news update, Bitcoin did plunge 9% today. You probably saw that. It was Mt. Gox went active for the first time in 7 years, an account there. So just keep that in mind. That is absolutely something that's factoring in. So hopefully that keeps you abreast there. Be sure to check that out and enable notifications too so you can stay aware of things. All right, so Kaspa, what's going on here? Well, handful of things. Let's talk about the indicators I'm referring to here. Bollinger Band's not super worried about that. That is absolutely kind of standard and normal. But when it comes to the MACD, I'm really excited about this. And the main reason why is because as a swing trader, myself, mostly I prefer swing trading over day trading, even though I'm getting back into day trading. I still love the whole aspect of just buying and confirming your charts and letting it ride, right? And in this case here, we can see that we have a convergence on the horizon. So another couple of days, the price point can stay at 0.382, basically 3 cents or higher. We're going to be in good shape to see the price continue upwards. I think there's a very good chance of that. Same thing with the RSI being up over 50. We've got money flowing in as well. The MFI is up. Those are all amazing attributes. The one thing I'm curious about is the simple moving average, and we're back up over the 20. That is a trend setter. You can see it kind of working its way down here, okay? So we're on the right side of the trend. We're above the 50, above the 200. MACD convergence, RSI over 50. These are all perfect signs for a good swing trade, okay? So really good stuff there in this regard. Last thing we want to take a look at really quick is the 4 hour. Technically, this isn't the last thing, but it is something to note because the 4 hour is kind of a transitionary time frame, right? So when you have a convergence on the 4 hour time frame, which we've had for some time, it tells us that we're still in good shape here for the upside. Okay, so you're basically on the right set of tracks. Furthermore, RSI is retesting 70 a couple of times here. If it breaks above, might be a different story. I don't know if we're going to see a specific breakout. If we do, it'd probably be somewhat of a short squeeze here to break through this Fibonacci level here at about 0.618, which is the basically 3.2 cents right there at that range there. So 3.2 would be an area of opportunity to be able to close above that. To me personally right now though, closing above 2.9, it makes a lot more sense. That's kind of my initial catalyst there for getting confirmation to the upside. The biggest confirmation, just so you know too, is this breaking above this trend line. You can see how much trouble it had getting above this trend line. And we can kind of tighten this up a little bit and kind of see. You can kind of get that perspective here. Of course, the 4 hours is a little different than the daily, but generally speaking, the price action had difficulty getting past that level. Basically what that's telling us is that it couldn't establish higher highs and higher lows. Right now, we are in the process of establishing higher lows and higher highs, okay? So as you can kind of see that, as long as this next low is not lower than 0.236 at 2.6 cents, then we're in good shape. In fact, just as a fail-safe, I'm going to go ahead and put a little alert about 2.7 in case the price does come back down there. That'd be a good place to dollar cost average because you can see this here. Look at this definitive line in the sand here. Nice little strong little resistance level there on the 4 hour. All right, so on the hourly, what we want to look at here, of course, is also a small factor, or small things that factor into the big picture. I love the 1 hour time frame because it gives us better perspective on what's going on really in the big picture. And we can see here, we hit a 9 on TD sequential here recently. Now we're kind of resetting and going sideways. So it is overextended. There's no doubt about that. We hit a previous 9, if you can see that, consolidated before it broke through. Okay, so hypothetically, we consolidate in this range before we break through again, right? That's ultimately what we're looking for. A little early to tell, but the one thing we can confirm here is on the Ichimoku cloud, that we have all green lights to leave our long position open. Now this is a conservative indicator. I have a YouTube video on this, of course you want to search for it. It's really straightforward, but simply put, there's 3 different indications in one. First of all, the cloud is a series of moving averages. We're above that, it's a good sign. Conversion lines above the baseline telling us we have momentum. And lagging span here is just kind of that general lag, if you will, to ensure that if this intersects with the price action, so in the next 12 hours the price is still kind of stuck going sideways, there's more potential for the price to come back down, and in turn you may want to consider trimming your position. Really as simple as that. Okay, so again, check out that video if you're curious, but generally speaking, that's a positive sign. So we can disseminate here that every single time frame gives us more bullish than bearish qualities. Okay, so in that sense, no matter where you get in, if it's 2.7, 2.9, 3.0, you're probably going to be in good shape to see the price action continue higher over the next few days. That's basically what the chart is telling us. The one caveat here is if Bitcoin has a tremendously bad day, which we've seen it can happen, right? And then we come back down. We got this head and shoulders pattern, by the way. If it comes down here to this 1 or the 1.618 levels, we're going to see a whole new, not necessarily a new world order, but we're going to be struggling here for Kaspa and other altcoins too. But in truth, it does look like we are 3 waves into this 5-wave pattern for Elliott wave. So we should actually see a higher high being established before we see a lower low. Okay, so cool stuff there. Yeah, all in all, positive, good things here coming. So that's where we're at. Before we wrap up, just ask you, again, if you didn't catch the first half of the video, I know some of you folks do like to fast forward. We have a Twitter here. Be sure to check us out and effectively help us grow and enable notifications so you can be abreast on all sorts of different fundamental and technical data. Also, we have a Trading Academy community signal group. You want to check that out. CryptoCash.tech is a site. It looks like this here, and you can learn more about what we offer. Really cool stuff. All right, thanks again so much for joining me here. Hope you have a great rest of your day. See you in the next one. Take care.